Hey, Mike Healy here, one of the co-founders of Bidpoint, and I'm excited to be one of the first people to welcome you on board with our team and our company. Now, what I'm going to do in this short video is give you a brief overview of exactly where the things are that you need to look for, some call to actions, basically what you need to do next, kind of get you up to speed as quickly as possible, and show you exactly where everything's at so you can find it and we can get you up and running so you can go out there and build that nice book of business as quickly as possible. So obviously we're going to start right there. Now, first and foremost, I definitely need you to do this. This is probably the most important, is I want you to sign up for our email list. It's right below this video, or that's where the link should be. You're going to sign up for that. Even if you have to pause this video and do that, make sure you do that because one, this helps us to make sure you're notified of important information, changes, enhancements, new product launches, whatever it might be, calls and so on, that we can get that information to you as quickly as possible. Also, I'm going to include in there a training video series to help you understand a few inside things that is not out there in the public. That's some really good information for you that's going to help you to do this. Understand that myself, Rick Moore, and Monty Bertrand, of all the other co-owners, all have extensive business backgrounds in all these areas, and we're going to continue to share our knowledge with you to make sure that you have the best success here, okay? So make sure you sign up for that email list and get on that. The other thing is I want to make sure that you're aware of our social channels, because this is another primary way that we communicate with you in the field, and it's also, there's some stuff in there that we'll continually post that you'll be able to share to help build brand awareness for yourself and for Bidpoint, primarily for you, okay? Make sure you go to facebook.com and /Bidpoint. Facebook is definitely our primary social media channel. And then the YouTube account. The YouTube account has plenty of videos on there, but a lot of those YouTube videos are also on the blog page. So just so you're aware of that, and there's some other social channels as well. So let's talk real quick about the system, because this is very simple. I think that this is a saying that I've used for years, and I think it's a fantastic saying because it's so true. It says that the system is the leverage by which you turn ordinary people into extraordinary performers. Understand that we're going to continually put out tools and systems for you to make sure that it's the easiest possible route from point A to point Z to get you customers, agents, closings, things like that, your submissions of everything, I guess there's a word out there, systematized as possible. I'm pretty sure that's a real word, to help you succeed. Okay, so systems are definitely what we're going to make sure that you have to be successful. Now, a little bit also, this is something that may or may not come up. We do have this, I believe, in the Q&A section on our website, but let me touch on it briefly, is what is the partnership, the strategic alliance between Bidpoint and Avion Energy Group. Understand we all know each other. We've all been friends for years. That is Monty, Rick, and myself are the owners of Bidpoint, and then you have Jim Sharon and Joe Midiga that are the owners of Avion Energy Group, and all of us collectively have known each other for a long time, so this isn't some new thing that got put together. This is stuff we've talked about for years and years. Bidpoint, the way to look at Bidpoint is we are primarily in charge of the marketing, the media, and the sales force, basically helping you, train you up to make sure that you're successful in the field so that you can build a successful book of business to create a residual income. That's the basis of what we do. On the back end, some of the heavy lifting through the commercials portal is done by Avion. So it's a great strategic alliance we have there that we take, or we help you gather the customers. You then submit those to Avion, and then Avion does the bidding through all of the major suppliers. And you can see that we have a tremendous amount. There is nobody out there that has as many suppliers as we do, and they definitely do not have the patent pending portal that we do for real-time bidding. Okay, this is some massive stuff. Okay, so that's kind of the partnership, so you need to understand that. Now let's talk a little bit about your website. I'm gonna make this real quick because it's really not hard to understand. Is when you joined, you got an email. You probably already saw that. That's how you got here, or maybe you were redirected to this video. But what you want to do is your replicated site. What that means is basically this is your site where you can enroll other agents. So you can share the opportunity with other agents that they can do exactly what you're doing, and you obviously get a commission override. You've seen that in the compensation. Bidpoint.net /your username is the address, the web address that you want to use, and that page has basically just two primary videos on there. We have a sizzle video, which is a short, brief, just an interview, understanding video of what we have our hands on here. And then the other video we have is a little longer. It's the 20-minute or 19-minute now. I believe we have the 19-minute video on there of the full overview of exactly how this works. Okay, so those two videos are on there, and then obviously anybody can click on Hire Yourself, which is what you did, to join. The other thing is you can easily send this out to people on your mobile devices by texting your Bidpoint username on there, bidpoint.net/your username, and an email, or I'm sorry, on a text, and ask somebody to take a look or watch those videos as well. So we've made that easy for you. Now, one of the most important things you're going to need to do now, and I know you're excited to get started, but there are some things that you want to make sure you get started successfully, and that a lot of questions don't have to come up that we've answered with videos and training materials. So you want to log in the top right corner of your main website. You'll see it says log in. You log in with your username and your password, and in the back office you're going to see there's a training tab there. Once you click on the training tab, you're going to see that there's a list by category of different training videos that you're going to need to briefly watch. Okay, it is going to take you a little bit of time, but you want to make sure that you do take that time so you know exactly what forms you need to go with what, how to gather the pricing documents, how to submit those. Now, some of these are a little shorter than the other ones, but it is really, really good information, because if that way, if you're out in the field and you get a question, you usually will have an answer based on the information that you already learned in the back office. So make sure you do take the time to go back there and review that. All right, so now let me jump into the next part of this, because I think it's important to touch on this. You're going to hear that we talk about customer acquisition, customer gathering, and I designed a question years ago that has worked for thousands of people. I mean, thousands of people have used this specific question. We call it the 8-second question to acquire bills. That's what we're trying to do, is just get our hands on some bills so we can submit them and get that billing done. And the question is, I don't know if I could help you or not, but if you give me a copy of last month's utility bills, I can have them analyzed for free to see if you're being overcharged. Anytime you typically ask that to a business owner that's got a lick of sense, is probably going to say, yeah, I'd love to see a free analysis to see if I'm being overcharged. Two words. Overcharge is not a word that business owners want to hear. Okay, so that's the one primary thing. And because you went through the training that I just talked about, you'll know what to do next when they say yes. When they say yes, that's when you acquire the information that you need. Now, occasionally, you're going to also get questions from people that are business owners. They're going to want to know all the details. That's just, some people are like that. And we've created a tool for you to help you with that. There's a video on energybestpricing.com that you can give them. You can put it on your phone and you can pop it right up. It's about 3 or 4 minutes long, I believe, that explains the exact A to Z process of how the bidding process works. It's a video that was done by Avion a few years ago that really, really encapsulates exactly how the process works to maybe ease the tension of them maybe not getting your bill. But understand this, that typically people that you're going to come in contact, I would say the majority of them, you're probably already going to have some kind of a relationship with, so it's going to be a lot easier of a process. Okay, so really our process, and I'm not going to make we've done this through the presentation, so I'm not going to go through this very long, but literally all we have to do, or all you have to do, is gather the bill, you submit the information, Bidpoint and Avion then do the bidding for you to make sure that you get best pricing, and then we help you close the deal with we tell you exactly what you need to do, what papers need to get signed, you close the deal, and then every month you build a book of business. And understand what's so powerful, obviously, and one of the reasons you joined to begin with, is that commercial energy is something that people sign up for. Typically they're signing contracts for a year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year contracts. Think about that, doing work one time today, but continually getting paid on that year after year after year after year. That's true residual income, okay? Now the other thing too is, like I said earlier, is you've seen in the videos, you can earn a commission of overrides off of other people that you introduce to it. Because maybe you only have a small handful of relationships with business owners, but you'd like to get other people involved, because that opens up another center of influence of those people that know customers, and so on and so on and so on. So we've also put some referral team information for you to help you get that going as well. I do have a recorded call that's been very successful over the years that we've used this, of just helping people to understand, kind of put your foot in the door to create dialogue so that they will be interested in the overall process. And you can do old school with letting them use the phone number that we have right there. and we've also got a video on that. Now, if you send people directly to promoterswanted.com, it's a standalone video. No one can sign up there, but it's just generally there to pique someone's interest. And again, one of the easiest ways to build a network or a group or a sales force yourself of agents that are gathering energy would be to get a bunch of people to watch the promoterswanted.com video and find out those people that are interested. So if you send a handful of people there and a few of them liked it, they're going to ask you a few more questions. You can send them to the blog page, which I'm going to show you now, to get more pertinent information or more questions answered. So that's really the process. And I'm going to have some of that in the training videos. I'll go into a little more detail on some of those in-depth training videos on how to build a team. Now, the bidpoint.co website is our primary blog page. We're continually adding information on there as well as videos, frequently asked questions, training materials, and relevant posts that you can use to be, to get more information yourself. But just as important, you can also use those links and those content on there to share with other people so that you can get an awareness of what you're doing, and again, back to finding other people that might want to be interested in doing the same thing. Okay, so all that being said, that was, I tried to go through that as fast as possible, but this is a business. We're going to have to take some time here to have a realistic expectation of building a good book of business. Understand that if you give this thing some time, you learn some of the skills that we're going to teach you. Stay plugged into the calls, stay plugged in. Even if you can't make the calls, typically we have them recorded. Nothing wrong with that. I understand technology these days. We're going to continue to add value to your membership here at Bidpoint to make sure that you get the best value, that you're excited about what you're part of. Because I really believe that if you do today what others won't, you're going to live tomorrow like others can't. So again, thank you for joining our team. Make sure you did sign up for that email list, and we'll see you on the other side. Thanks.